right, so I'm here at REI in Boulder. I'm acclimating for a few days, and I just picked up my fuel, which I'm really glad I pre-ordered because I don't have any fuel at all. And then I also picked up a little meal. This one, I've never tried it before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Maybe it was a little treat for my first night. Here I am, ready to start the Colorado Trail. All right, it's official. We've taken pictures of the sign, said our goodbyes, and more goodbyes, and more goodbyes. It's hard to say goodbye, but I'm excited. We're both excited, and I'm off. It's my understanding that first 6 miles or so are road. This is owned by the Denver Water District, or whatever their specific name is in this area. And I actually understand that the trailhead's going to be closed for the next 3 days, so it was lucky that I was able to start today on Sunday, and also pretty lucky that the weather's nice. It's cool, it's gray, it's not 90 degrees, so it should be a good start. That is the South Platte River there, and I guess I'll be following it for quite a ways. It's dammed up ahead, and eventually I cross it. Well, there you have it, mile 1. That leaves me 484 to go, I think. So I finally met a couple of other CT Thru-Hikers, Megan and Taylor, and we walked along for a little bit and stopped at what I thought was a dam back there, but actually this looks like the dam here. So I was off by a couple tenths of a mile, I guess, and it is starting to get hot out. The sun is clearing. The clouds are clearing and the sun's coming out, so I'm gonna hike on and hopefully get into the woods before it gets too wicked hot today. But I do have a hat and sun shirt and all that good gear if I need it, and lots of water. Big dam I was expecting earlier. I just stopped at mile 6.2 and had a nice little picnic lunch here. There were a lot of cyclists and some other backpackers out. So it was a nice place for a little midday break, and I forced myself to not eat and run, to just sit and relax for a little bit, elevated my feet, got a good rest, and now I've got about 5.5 more miles to go and plenty of time. So I'm enjoying just taking it easy today. I've gone up the hill a bit, and the trail is now single track. Still have some mountain bikes to share with, and we're no longer in the Denver water area. So I am going uphill. It's lovely. I think I've got about a 500-foot climb in the next mile or so, up to Lenny's Rest, and then downhill to some water. All right, mile 7.9. This is Lenny's Rest. It's a Boy Scout project. Good morning. It's just after 7, and I just left my campsite at Bear Creek. Right near Bear Creek, there's a whole bunch of campsites on both sides, so a lot of hikers stop there, even though it's only 8.7 in. I think as people are acclimating and just getting used to the trail on day 1, it's a good place to stop, unless you feel like powering on through, but I'm not in any rush, so it worked out great for me, and I got to meet a lot of other hikers, which is nice. And now, as I head up the hill, we got a lot of climb today. We got about 4 miles of climb, and my pack is fully loaded with water because there's no water for 8 miles. There's a campsite there at which is mile 16.5, I think, trail miles, and then another 10 without water. So the big decision is, do I keep slow rolling it stop at 8, carry on to 10 the next day, or try to go about 14, load up on water, and then stop halfway in between. It is early to make that call, so I'm just gonna start hiking and see how I do. It's just a wee little bit overgrown. I'm going that way. Just came across all these rocks at a turn in the trail, and look at this. The tree is just going right out of the rock. If that's not inspiration, I don't know what is. So this is the high point of section 1 of the Colorado Trail. It's a little after 12 miles, and it's very pretty. I've had a nice little break here, but I'm about ready to head on down the trail that direction. So far, I'm feeling really good. I had a good night, although I woke up in the middle of the night and realized I didn't take an Advil, and I probably should have. I was a little achy. And this morning, heading up right away was a bit of a challenge. I'm kind of surprised how much the hills are affecting me, but I guess it's the altitude. And I'm a little sore in my muscles, and I don't know if that's altitude too. I'm kind of surprised, but not so much that it's a bother, but just something I've noticed. So I'm trying to decide today, since I did 8.7 yesterday, if I should just go 8 miles down to the water and the beginning of segment 2, or if I should take a break there, since it will be probably about lunchtime, 1 o'clock when I get down. If I want to just take a break and maybe hike on. I'm not sure. Normally, if I was in good trail shape and had been out for several days, obviously I would go on. But since I'm just starting out and I want to make sure my foot's good, I might just stop. It seems kind of luxurious and very indulgent to take a super short day like that. But I'll make the call when I get down there. Something tells me I'm really going to like this trail. Wow. I really wish my camera could do justice to these views. This is spectacular, this hike down to the river. And I just can't get enough good shots of it because of the trees that are here. But you can see the forest for the trees. Oh, it's gorgeous. I am guessing that that's the South Platte River down there. I'm about 1.5 miles away. How would you like to live in that house right there? That for the view. Well, there we are, the Judy Gaskell Memorial Bridge from 1999, and I'm going to walk across this bridge, and you can see folks are down there enjoying the water. I can't wait to put my feet in. It was a long, hot descent, so I'm ready to relax for a bit. All right, the water felt as great as I expected it would. It's lunchtime now. Well, I'm down here by the river, and it is like heaven. It's beautiful here. There's a bunch of hikers out just relaxing, and I am soaking my feet in the water. I think I'm going to go on. There's supposed to be some nice campsites about 3 miles up. It's a 1,000-foot climb over 3 miles, so not too bad, and supposedly good sunrise views. So I'm going to head that way in a little while, but I can probably stay here most of the afternoon and just relax. So that's the plan at the moment, just hanging out with some other folks and enjoying myself. Well, I thought I was just doing 3 miles up from the river, but I'm doing it on this terrain, completely exposed. There's a breeze, but boy, is it hot. I think I've said that a lot already on my trip, and I look like a mess right now, but I did get my umbrella out, and it is helping tremendously. And I think I've got about 1.5 miles to go to the campsite that I was looking at. So I'm just gonna keep plugging along, step by step, stopping pretty regularly, and trying to just get my conditioning in. This is really an amazing landscape. Looks like something from a different world. Well, I finally settled in for the evening at mile 20.2. And I can't do the math. I did 8.7 yesterday, so that's how much I did today. And there's a storm coming in, but that's okay. I just get my tent set up. I love watching a storm roll in. And I don't mind that I'm going to be confined to my tent just a few minutes. I'm absolutely wiped out after the hike today. It was so hot and exposed after the lake, or after the river. So I don't know, every time I thought I couldn't go a little further, I managed to. And yeah, I was just definitely feeling it today. So hopefully I'll get a good night's rest and be on it tomorrow, because I've got about, I think, 6 or 7 miles to a fire station where we can get water. And then that is through some burn zones, so it's going to be hot and exposed. I'm going to get up early and go before it gets too warm.